So the next important point while trying to win social media is to give a personal touch in whatever you are doing. See, you can consider yourself, you are definitely a brand, you are a business, definitely. But at the end, social media works on one-on-one contacts. It works on that human touch that you can give in your content, that kind of connectivity you can give. So if you are responding to a comment or if you are writing a piece of content, it should be very one-to-one kind of stuff. And you should try and give your brand a personality, a persona. So if a person is trying to interact with your company, your brand, they should think that they are interacting with a person, not a brand. The next important point is influencer marketing. I have seen a lot of people talking about it, that it's gonna get slowed down. They are actually very wrong. They have not checked their figures correct. They're not talking about the numbers and the figures. They might be finding it difficult to optimize it, or they might be finding it difficult to come up with great ideas to connect with the people. But yes, social media influencers and influencer marketing is going to become the best thing, or is going to become the only thing in social media marketing very soon. Trust me. What you'll have to do is you'll have to simply include social media's influencers strategically for your brands. If your brand is about fashion, then using a fashion influencers makes sense. But if your brand is about education, if you are giving something to post to someone who is not into education, who does not have any capacity or any credibility in that specific field, and you are trying to involve them in your marketing efforts, it's not going to help you. It's not going to give you that credibility, because you bring in social media influencers for that kind of credibility. And in 2018, it's gonna grow. The brands that have not tried social media influencers, they're definitely going to try it out. The people who have tried it but failed it are going to come up with better strategies with better companies, and definitely they are going to conquer it, and they are going to win the social media game. So if you want to win the social media game, you'll have to have social media influencers partnership for your business, for your brand. The next few points that I'm going to discuss is all about engaging with your consumers or customers or audience. So the number one point is, the number one thing that I'm going to discuss in among all those points that are going to cover the engagement point of view, is the number one thing is you should recognize your fans. Let's say, for an example, if there is a fan who keeps on interacting with your content, he keeps on commenting, he keeps on sharing your stuff, you should simply go and recognize his efforts. At least put up a post, seek his permission and say that we want to say that you are the super fan of the week, or you are a super fan of the month, or something of that sort. Or at least try and send him some goodies, something that he'll feel good about, because you need to build that kind of trust. Because at the end, if people start talking about your brand, that means social media is well done for you, and you have done it really well. So if you want to reach to that level, you'll have to reward each and every fan that interacts with your post, that interacts with your content. The next point in the same engagement point of view is run contest, run giveaways. Just simply put up a simple question, ask people to respond to it, and start giving some giveaways. It will give you amazing boost in terms of engagement. It might look like a cliche thing, it might look like it's not so creative, but you can actually come up with creativity. You are a creative person, come up with a creative idea, but do it. Try and engage with your audience. Do some giveaways. Try and ask them some questions and give them some freebies, some goodies. The next point you should do is simply ask their opinion. If something is happening in the country, if something is, I'm not talking about very political stuff, be very non-political and try to be very positive on social media channels, and try to always spread the positivity. You will go very long way. So what you have to do is, you have to simply ask their opinion for certain topics. Ask their opinion, and whatever they respond back to, and you can simply do it through polls on Twitter or on Facebook. And even you can create a piece of artwork, and you can simply post on Instagram and ask people to simply respond to it. Ask their opinion. It could be something about we are going to launch something in this city or that city. Which city we should do it first? Simply go and ask your fans, because they are your audience, they are your loyal customers. They are there on your pages because they want to interact with your brand. And if you will give them opportunity to interact, that will be the best thing that you can do. The next very important point is keep monitoring all the insights, all the data that you are gathering, and always have everything in place. Try and have social bakers for all your social media measurement. You should always measure whatever you're doing on social media. If you're not measuring your results, if you're not trying to optimize it, there is no point doing it. So if you want to get great results, you should have social bakers, Sysmos, Hootsuite, all these platforms. You would say, like, you'll have to invest. Definitely, it's a businessman. You'll have to, in a business, you'll have to invest. It's marketing. It's something that you are going to get business from. So you'll have to invest money in it at the same time. So you cannot deny, and you can not simply say that, I'll only use Facebook Insights. Yes, they're amazing, really good. And even new Instagram Insights are good. But if you want to get good reports, if you want to optimize your campaigns, if you want to look at the bigger picture of your social media campaigns, social media channels, and you can now even integrate your Facebook ads account with your social bakers account. So you can even optimize your social media ads as well. So along with your generic post or organic post, you can even optimize your paid posts. So everything you can do with social bakers. I'm not a very good it's not like I'm trying to promote something, but I'm a very big fan of social bakers, 100%, and I use it really. It's like, for me, it's a place to go when I'm trying to do something on social media. The next very, very, very important point: tap into the key moments of the year. Maybe it could be Christmas, it could be Diwali, it could be Eid, it could be any festive season, or it could be Father's Day or Mother's Day. Try and add value from a brand's perspective. Try and add value, how your brand can add value to that specific occasion, and try to do something on that occasion, because that will help you to have those spikes among all your graph charts. So you're going to grow like this, slowly, but when you have this kind of events happening you'll simply get a spike. I'm a very big fan of these spikes, by the way, because it will help you to maintain your growth very rapidly, very suddenly. At last but not the least, keep your eyes and ears open. Keep looking at the new trends, keep looking at the new technologies that are coming in the picture, and try to find out what's trending right now and try to be part of that. So keep an eye on Twitter, keep your alerts on, use Google alerts, try and be there. Use all the forums that are there that keep talking about the trends, that do trend scouting for you for free. So you simply keep yourself updated with whatever is happening in the market and try and be there with the trend. So you should not be the last person to do it. So say, for an example, 2 years back it was mannequin challenge that was trending everywhere. So you should have simply shot something if it could have added value to your brand. So I'm not saying that you should talk about every trend that is happening, but you should think that whether my brand or my business can add any value to this thing, or if I can connect it some way or other way and my audience would love to see it, you should do it. At the end, it's what your audience likes. Social media is a game where you have to simply think if your audience would love to see this piece of content or no. If you'll do it before posting everything, you will win social media.